Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nexus where we spotlight some of our favorite local businesses. Today I'm really excited that you guys get to know Nick Vuko. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Nick is with Walker Tire Point S. It's a family-owned business, has been since the beginning, and they do amazing work here in Lincoln. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day in Lincoln, Nebraska, so we're feeling good, we're excited to get to know you. So thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, we like to start the show just with kind of your background and the company history. Just kind of get us up to speed how you got to where you're at today.
Okay. So I went to school at Valparaiso University out in Indiana. Graduated in 2002 with a mechanical engineering degree. My dad said, "Hey, I want to start a new business. Do you want to try to do that?" And I actually ended up working for one of the top oil change operators out in Indiana, and we started Quick Nick's Snappy Lube back in 2003. So did that.
Interesting. I didn't know any of that. That's cool.
Yeah. So I came back in 2002 and kind of just went from there ever since. So yeah. So Walker Tire was started in 1951 by Vern Walker, and then he sold it to my dad back in 1983. And my dad stepped out pretty much recently. And
he was a go-getter. He loved work.
You know my dad, I know. He loved to work. He loved selling tires, too.
He loved sales. Always selling.
Right.
Yeah, that was what I loved about him.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. So you guys have gone through a lot of changes. From a branding perspective, you guys have partnered with Point S. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so we're still family owned, still locally owned. People think we sold out.
Yeah.
But no, it's been a really good move for us and helped. Last 2 years have been a lot of changes, a lot of changes in our personnel, and we're offering the best deal on tires we ever have. Our service is the best it's ever been, and got a lot of really good people working for us right now, so it's going great.
Yes, still locally ran and operated, but you guys get some of the buying power and negotiating through Point S. So my parents owned a lumberyard, and at a certain point
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had to go with a buying group, do it best, and that really helped them stay competitive. So I feel like it's a similar situation for you guys, and can understand that, but I do understand like the brand confusion sometimes.
Yeah, we have Walker Tire, we have Point S, and we have Quick Nick. So we're still trying to figure out how to market that. It's so it's a very challenging situation right now. We're trying to go through. So we'll see.
So a mechanical engineering degree. So are you still happy that you're working in the family business? Yeah,
I think engineering teaches you. My dad and I, we kind of decided it's all about solving problems. Yeah. It's problem, facts, solutions, analyze every situation. So it's been helpful. I don't know if I remember all the things from college anymore. A lot of stuff you used to learn, which was pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's great. I love working for the company. I love the people that work for us, and trying to, take care of the community around here and everybody. That's something. We really went through a new marketing program this last 3 months, and we keep the community driving forward. That's really our motto, and trying to give the best service, and that's something that my sisters and I have really worked on, trying to pinpoint it for how we want to market ourselves. So
and you guys have always been really great about giving back. So
trying to.
That comes from the heart. That's not just a marketing slogan.
I guess you'll be the first one to know. So we're going to be giving away for Christmas a set of tires to someone in need that needs a set of tires. And I've gotten one of our parts partner to donate. You put a set of tires on a car, and if there's any issues with it, the tires don't wear correctly, and you can wear those tires out much faster than you should. So one of my part suppliers and I partnered together. So if they need shock struts, many parts, we'll replace those for free, and then we'll align the vehicle and do it. So now my name's Nick, and my dad is Nick. My dad was always a huge Christmas guy.
Oh,
Saint Nick. So I maybe have a Santa Claus suit.
Oh,
so we're working with our marketing team.
We're going to need to add a picture. We're going to have to comment with a picture of Santa, Nick, Saint Nick.
Saint Nick. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to do it. I got to get a picture of me in the suit, and I'm like, where do you want me? How do you want it? And
I love that. So are you taking like nominations for families?
Well, not right now. Or
you know the family?
No, we don't. So we're trying to figure out how to do that.
Okay.
And so we're going to try to have people either contact us, hey, I know someone in this situation, really needs some help with their car, and try to figure that out. So we really haven't even, my marketing team maybe like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I can tell Renee.
Yeah. I mean, either way, you might get people thinking about it if they hear of someone.
Yeah. So, well, Christmas was always really important to my dad, and he always instilled that in us, and my wife as well. My wife's even bigger than my dad, which I didn't think was possible. But
this doesn't surprise me, actually.
Yeah. So it was a way that we could give back and try to help someone in need, because I know it's been tough out there for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
well, good for you guys. I guess we'll switch it back to the business really quick. Kind of highlight. Why don't you talk about the locations that you have so that people know where to find you if they don't already, and then maybe if you have any great specials going on.
Okay. So we have 9th and M, have our oil Walker Tire, and we have Quick Nicks down there for the oil change side.
Yeah.
48th and Pioneer, and then 56th and I-80, we have our commercial truck center, and then we have a store in Wahoo. And so we do service-wise, we do all service on your cars, basically everything but body work. We do have a master certified tech at our Pioneer store, have a lead tech at our downtown store, and commercial wise, we do all semis. We have our own retread plant, so we actually retread tires. It's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Come look at. So, we everything but body work basically on passenger and light truck cars. So,
what I like about it from an oil change standpoint, I have gone to you guys for a long time and just drive up and they're like, okay, come back or sit in the waiting room and we'll have it done soon. So for other mechanical repairs, do you need an appointment?
So normally, repairs will need an appointment.
Okay.
Oil changes at Pioneer, you do need appointments over there. It's only got 4 bays, unfortunately. We tried doing the quick lube. It really was a challenge.
Yeah.
It's just not enough bays over there. But yeah, oil appointments for anything else you need.
Okay.
But flat repairs, you guys get flat, stop in, we'll get it fixed.
Nice.
Take care of you.
Right away.
Right away.
You're not going anywhere. So.
Not going anywhere, yeah.
That's cool. And a special, I think you were telling me, a really good deal.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of specials going on. The one main one right now is for people is that Nokian, their all-season tire, they've got a buy 3, get 1 free going on, and you get a $60 mail-in rebate. So it's a double rebate. Those
tires are amazing in the winter.
Yeah. So that's their all-season tire. Then if you want, there's it's not a buy 3 get 1 free on their WRG5.
Oh, those are the winter ones.
Those are the winter ones, yeah. So I'll make sure
but I'm sure they're all season are really good.
Their all season is going to be good. Yeah. But my father trained us on all season tires versus all weather tires and how to distinguish between them. So an all-weather tire is getting the mileage of an all-season tire and the traction of a snow tire. Nokian invented the very first winter tire back in 1931. It was called the Hakkapeliitta.
That's a mouthful.
That's a mouthful, yeah. If you can say it. So, but yeah, they were the innovators in making a winter tire into an all-weather tire. So they actually have. I went to Finland and they had a frozen pond 100 miles north of the Arctic Circle that we went and tested tires out on, and you drive on this frozen lake, and you drive around and test the tires and everything. And they're the only tire company in the world that has that. So
wow,
yeah,
that's really cool. Finland would be neat.
It'd be cool. They had igloos you could go stay in.
Really?
Northern Lights, yeah, you can see.
Oh man.
And then they actually have a sauna, and then you can go in the sauna, and they can go jump. They have a tub on the lake, so they get you in the sauna. I'll just give it. I don't care. I know you want to. They get you in there. They get you some drinks. Get you have some fun.
Yep.
And they go,
feeling no pain.
Who wants to go in the lake? So they're like, and so you walk down in these socks they have, and you walk down, and they have the tub. They open it up, and you do a plunge into the lake and get out, and it's like probably 2 degrees out. And then you go back in the sauna. So we did it. We had all these tires.
How amazing did you feel after?
It was like unbelievably amazing. Like I actually did it again.
How long did you stay in the water?
Oh, you just dip down and come out.
Done.
You actually come out.
I could do that.
You could do that. Yeah.
That would be so fun. Under the northern lights. It has to be at night.
Yeah. And it's cool. So people would, it's like a hotel. You can rent an igloo and stay there.
That is wild.
But they said most people don't make it because it gets like down to like -20. I mean,
you would need like
yeah,
super rigid whatever rating of sleeping bag or something on top of everything else.
Well, what's funny is that when we walked by, you looked in, the beds are actually made out of snow, so it's an ice bed that you actually sleep on. So then you put your sleep bag on top.
That takes a special kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You could do that. You
Are you saying I'm crazy?
No, you're not crazy, but you can do it.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it, though.
Well, I also like to ask business owners just kind of about their experience, like starting and operating and owning a business, kind of what's a challenge that you've faced or, something that you've been through that you learned something from that you might be able to share with our listeners?
As a business owner, so probably since my dad stepped out recently, the last 2 years, I've really had to look in the mirror and say, what do I want Walker Tire to be known for? Mm-hmm. And the challenge is trying to change a culture, try to get it to where doing what my vision was, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of people trying to, get pulling along the same direction and trying to get that figured out.
Change doesn't happen.
Change is not easy.
Fast.
Does not move fast.
No.
So it's been a long time. 2020. So the challenge is, we hire for 3 things: attitude, aptitude, and integrity. And over the course of this journey, I feel like we've been on, I felt like we have to hire and fire for that same thing as well.
Yeah.
And you got to have a good environment. So what really meant a lot to me was one of the people that just came to work for me. He said he'd worked a lot of places over the years, and he goes, by far, this was the best culture I've ever seen in a mechanic shop. So that meant a lot to me and our whole team of what we've tried to do.
You have always really tried to treat your employees right.
Yeah, I always do. Yeah. Well, because if you don't treat your employees well, how do you expect them to treat you well when you come in?
True. It's a good point.
And it's such a fine line, though, because you don't want to, you gotta figure out that balancing act.
Mm-hmm. You still have to have productivity.
You have to have productivity and hold them responsible. So that's hard for people to do. So yeah. But no, so I think the biggest thing was trying to instill the culture that we wanted, and it took. 2024 was the year I was like, I feel like this is now my company with what I want to do, and it was great. So. It's
fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always fun. It's never stressful.
Never
any hour days.
There's never a day that you're like, why am I doing this?
Well, yeah, no. Well, I think that's everyone thinks being an owner is always super easy. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of perks. I'm sure you know that. Yeah. But you gotta be willing. My motto has always been that I can't ask somebody to do something I'm not willing to do myself.
True.
And then my team will, I'll go out and sweep and stack tires, do all that, and they're like, why are you doing this? You need to be doing something else. But part of me is, I always was brought up like that I learned very quickly as my dad owning the company when I came in that if they saw me, I realized everyone was watching me very closely to what I did, so I had to, that kind of helped me develop that. But
well, and it's also cool because you did work inside the business,
right.
like a lot of those different roles, and so you can put yourself in their shoes too, so makes you a good supervisor, I guess.
I hope so.
Whatever.
Boss.
So.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you'd like for the viewers to know about Walker Tire Point S?
Not really. You've covered it all. You've got this
down.
Wow,
we've just...
I know. I mean, I can't...
Record time.
Let's see.
What's a great book that you've read over the years that you felt like has made you a better person?
The best thing I ever went through, hands down, was Dale Carnegie. And how to win friends and influence people. That's a great book. Yes, and I went through the class for really? It was like 2-3 months, and I was very young, but there's so many principles that he teaches that are very beneficial for people. And then you get this little golden book I have on my desk.
Cool.
I've realized now I haven't really looked at it in a while, and now you've got me inspired to look at it again. But it's got so many, it's the importance of how important, one of the things that he teaches, how important people like hearing their name. Yeah. How important that is, and how it builds a connection with you. Just little things like that he talked about was really good.
That is a good book. I haven't. That's been a while since I read that one.
It's on, and I got.
And it's audio.
And I realize now it's on CDs. I'm like, I don't even have a CD player anymore. Like, how do I think I gotta
okay, we are old.
We are, yeah. Well, I'm old. I got this. You want to?
We're the same age, so
you want to get this? So
we're old.
I went to the doctor the other day,
yeah.
and I checked in, and it was a family and went to Pius, and
yeah.
she goes, Nick Vuko. She goes, I had your kids at Pius with me, and I'm like, my dad's deck for you guys, and so they're watching, and I'm like, and I'm like, maybe she got me mistaken, and she goes, yeah, because what Andy was your old? I go, that's my dad, and that's not me. My dad's 81 years old, just so you know. So I was like, I know I got
time
the gray hair.
Time flies. She just thought it was yesterday.
I think she said something like, you look great or something. I'm like, okay.
Oh, well, that was a good cover.
I know. So I have to say my 81-year-old dad.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I do appreciate you taking time out of your day to come over
thanks
here.
For having me. I appreciate it.
And keep on keeping on. I can't wait to hear the story of the family that benefits from the new tires.
Yes, yeah. So that will be. I'm gonna call the marketing team and let them know that I put this out there. So
it's happening.
It's happening.
Awesome. We've said it live on Facebook. So awesome. Well, we really appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you. Take care.